Hey Canucks fans, checking in with you mid-afternoon with a really quick update on 3 Canucks forwards. Some good news, some I'd say neutral news, and some bad news. The good news, Zack MacEwen, an RFA, re-signed to a 2-year contract worth $1.65 million. That's $825,000 per season for the next 2 seasons. And it's very similar to what many teams, including the Canucks, do with a player coming out of their entry-level contract. You give them a 1-year, 2-year, cheaper show-me deal. So all good news for Zack MacEwen, likely to be a regular roster mainstay next season. So once again, Zack MacEwen, 2 years, $1.65 million a year. That's $825,000 a year. And you can use a comparable of Jake Virtanen, who coming out of his entry-level deal. He got a 2-year deal for 2.5, so a little bit more than Zack MacEwen, but you could argue Virtanen was a lot more accomplished after his ELC than MacEwen is right now. Speaking of Jake Virtanen, it sounds like the Canucks have indeed extended a qualifying offer to him. You have to do that by, the deadline for that is tomorrow, and that doesn't mean that he's going to accept it. All it really means is the Vancouver Canucks can continue to negotiate with Jake Virtanen. Jake Virtanen likely won't accept this qualifying offer because it's probably only, it's only going to be for a year and not that much more money than he's making this year. Like I said, the 1.25, he probably wants to make between 2.5 and 3, so they can continue to hammer out a new contract. In the meantime, if he rejects the qualifying offer, so that's no big deal, or he can end up taking the team to arbitration. So that is something that we'll have to keep an eye on going forward. And the other thing, Tyler Toffoli, the big prized top 6 forward that we traded for at the end of the season. It sounds like word is that he's being told that he can go and he's going to become an unrestricted free agent on Friday, given that the Canucks may not have enough money to sign him. We know that they have been trying to move money out, whether it's trades, buyouts, whatever it may be. But if the Canucks are still in this Oliver Ekman-Larsson sweepstakes that I talked about earlier today, Friday's the deadline set by Ekman-Larsson and his agent. If they're still trying to sign Jacob Markstrom, if they have some other irons in the fire, then it looks like the money is running out, and it looks like Tyler Toffoli will be one of the casualties. If that's the case, we can talk about how much we gave up for him. Tyler Madden, Tim Schaller, and a 2nd-round pick in this year's draft. That's why we don't have a 2nd-round pick tomorrow. All for 10 games a regular season and then 7 games in the playoffs. Obviously, it wasn't his fault. He got hurt in the playoffs in the first game, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So we'll have more time to digest that as well. But if indeed the rumors are true, Tyler Toffoli will not be re-signed by the Vancouver Canucks, and he will hit the open market on Friday when the free agency period begins. So Canucks fans, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Zack MacEwen's deal. Let me know what you think about them qualifying Jake Virtanen and whether or not he will wind up being with the Canucks going forward. And let me know if the rumors are true, what you think about Tyler Toffoli's imminent departure this Friday. Leave a comment below. I love to read, react, and reply. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the draft. God bless, and go Canucks go.